Hello. So, my name is Andre Campos. It's a little bit of a different video for me, but it's something I've actually been doing for a lot longer. Recently, one of my friends came up to me and was like, "Hey, I have a project idea for next year for robotics. It's the idea of a volleyball queue website. It's a really simple project, but I recently started learning HTML, CSS, and Java, so why not get into it?" The basic thing is this. Imagine we have Legacy, this little volleyball place we play in. You have like 50 teams of people, and you have one paper where you write down your team names and who's going, and like the score and all that. The amount of people who go to this list, erase other names, and then put theirs is insane. And there's no one who trusts enough, and anyone enough, to actually believe who's in the queue. So we were like, what if we make a website? Right now, it's very basic. I'll show you in a second. It's up here, and the code you can see up here in Replit if you want to. It's simply just a queue maker, and that's it. But I do want to make it something a bit better in the future. So I'm going to show you quickly how the code works and how it looks, and other ways in which it can get improved. This is how it looks so far. Add to queue. So let's say you add Andre's team to the queue, and it gives you this code. This is the basis of how we're gonna build a trust system. So 637, let me write that down somewhere. 637, and the only way I can make any changes to the queue list in relative to this team is if I know the correct code. If I don't know the code, it won't work. 637. Of course, I gave the admin, me, the ability to remove anything as long as you know the admin password. You can also go here and create a score table. So you have the two teams. Let's say Andre, you have Sebastian. The final score was 25-2, and you need admin code input. Pretty simple. There's a bunch of changes I need to do. One, I need to make you have the ability to add a person to any position instead of just at the end of the list. I want to create certain buttons that are going to give the ease of actually doing the score. So you can go press up here and give this point. Press minus here and remove the point in case there's a redo or technical foul somewhere. And to make it a little easier, I want to make it dynamic. So this isn't just a set. I want this to be the players who are playing from the list and make it an automatic thing. Now I have a major decision. Can I scroll down here? It doesn't matter. Let me just turn this a different color. I have to decide between these two things. I can have this one little iPad or really any device. Sorry for my bad handwriting, I can't write on this. And have this running locally here with the data just being stored here, and it will be able to be interchanged. So this is a more physical embodiment of this website. Or I will get the code here. I will save the current states on a server, bring that out to a web location over here, and have everyone see the websites for themselves, which will introduce some things which I don't know. I've never built a web server. I've never actually tried uploading code like this. How am I going to get a domain name? I could, for this guy over here, use the GitHub domain. And for this guy, that is to be figured out. I do have a friend who runs his own web storage thing because he's good at coding, better than I am. At least better than I am in this sort of thing. I'm adept in most other coding. So I think this will end my first part. If you have any ideas, please leave in the comments. I will be happy to show you. I will be updating this project And at the end of the project, I will make sure I have like everything in one video. So there's a nice night video if you want to see how I came up with this and how I actually learned. Because I will actually be doing a little the series on how I learned HTML and all that stuff. But I hope to see you guys later.